There's no need for you to do this, but if you don't mind putting on your video, I definitely prefer talking to faces than names, but it's not required. My name is John Disgan. I'm the Executive Director of KIIS, and welcome to the Study Abroad Fair. And I also want to thank all of the various consortium schools who have organized this fair: Murray State University, University of Louisville, Eastern Kentucky University, Western Kentucky University, University of Kentucky, and I know I'm forgetting one. My apologies to the one that I'm forgetting, but there is one more.
Northern Kentucky University.
Thank you, François. Northern Kentucky University. And then I know we have many people joining us from other consortium schools, which is wonderful. So welcome, and I recognize obviously that this is a very challenging year. What you all are doing in terms of handling the stress and the anxiety to be in school in the fall semester, this semester in the spring, it's pretty remarkable, and I'm really impressed by how students and faculty are handling things. I know we obviously have cases of COVID here and there, but I think that Kentucky and surrounding states have done a really remarkable job under obviously very difficult circumstances. So from a KIIS perspective, as you consider studying abroad, please know that there are two things fundamentally that KIIS prioritizes more than anything else. One is the academic quality of our study abroad program. So we want to ensure that when you go on a KIIS study abroad program, that the academic experience, the cultural experience you have is second to none. And we go to great lengths in terms of our faculty and our program directors to help ensure that with lots of active learning and excursion-based learning combined with kind of traditional seminars and classroom learning as well. And then the second thing is the safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and program directors. And obviously in this environment, we canceled our summer 2020 study abroad programs, and we did not run our recent winter programs, and now we're looking forward to summer 2021. And what we did was move our summer 21 programs to July of 2021 in order to try to provide us with the most time possible so that students who want to study abroad this summer will have that opportunity. And we are obviously watching very closely the guidance from the CDC and the World Health Organization and US government and state governments, as well as your universities. And one of the things that we're watching particularly closely at the moment is the vaccination timeline, with a particular attention to when will the general population be in a position to get vaccinated. So to participate on a summer 2021 KIIS program or an upcoming semester or winter program, participants who choose to participate would need to get vaccinated, including the faculty. And so we're trying to determine, will the timeline allow this summer with, say, a first vaccination shot in April, May, a second one in May, June, in order for students and faculty to have the opportunity to get vaccinated before these July programs. So that is one thing we're paying very close attention to, and we kind of have in our mind for summer 2021 programs, May 1st as the decision date for that, in case you are wondering. I've been really encouraged at the number of students who applied and have been accepted early to summer 21 programs, given everything that's going on. I think it's pretty remarkable. And the other things that we're paying very close attention to, which are tied to the vaccination timeline, are when will countries open up their borders to American travelers, and when will the State Department lower its travel advisories. Typically they're level 1 or level 2, and right now they're at level 3 typically, and level 3 is not where we want them. We want them to be a 2 and 1, and they're all at level 3 largely because of COVID. So we're watching that very closely. As you speak to your families, please know that everything we do is focusing on your health and safety and wanting to ensure that the programs run as smoothly as possible. So if you are considering applying for summer 21, you still have until February 15th to submit your application. Please know also that to provide you with maximum peace of mind and maximum flexibility, KIIS has a May 1st full refund policy for summer 2021 programs. So you could apply in confidence, and if you decide once accepted that you don't want to go on the program, you can just withdraw by May 1, and you would get all your monies that you've paid to KIIS back. So you can talk with your family about that and have some peace of mind. We hope a lot of peace of mind with that. And we also recognize that things are kind of constantly changing. So it's tough right now to say how things are going to be in April and May. As an example, in looking at the vaccination timeline, recently Pfizer had planned on releasing an additional 200 million doses to the United States, they said by July. And then 2 days ago, they switched that to now by May. So that's positive, that's optimistic, and that's just one example of the kinds of things we are paying attention to and how they could affect the summer 2021 programs. And if you were thinking about, you're not ready for the summer, you're interested in coming up in the fall for a semester program, we have a number of winter programs, we have spring semester programs, and we certainly anticipate that by this summer, the general American population will be vaccinated. We're just not sure kind of exactly when that will happen. So you do have multiple opportunities ahead of you. So we're going to switch to a second poll question. If anybody has any questions on health and safety, we'll have time at the end to talk more about that if you would like.
Well, we can see that finances are by far the most important for everybody. Closely, tied in second place with family and job commitments. And then the fear of missing out as well. So, virtually every student wants to know what scholarships are available. And as a nonprofit, we do try to make the programs affordable, but additionally, we also offer $80,000 in scholarships annually. For the summer programs, KIIS offers a program scholarship for each program, and that'll vary from $600 for a month-long program to $300 for a 2 to 3 week program. For each of our winter programs, it is a $300 program scholarship. And for each of the semester programs, it is a $750 scholarship. Additionally, we do also award 3 diversity and inclusion scholarships at $1,000 each. We have a memorial scholarship at $1,000, and we have 1 summer scholarship that awards up to $4,000. We also have an Apply Early and Save $100 scholarship, which is a very popular scholarship. And the benefit with the Apply Early one is that you can also be accepted early and have more time to plan for your program. All the scholarships are listed on the KIIS website under the scholarships page. So I urge you all to go and have a look through them. It's fairly easy when you create your KIIS login and you start to complete a program application. You will actually see the scholarship items to complete in your account. All you need to do is to complete them when you complete your KIIS application, and you'll automatically be considered for all eligible KIIS scholarships. Additionally, your college or university may also have scholarships earmarked for study abroad. And each institution that is a full member of the KIIS Consortium receives $1,500 from KIIS to allocate as they deem is needed to KIIS applicants. There are also a number of national scholarships. Our website has those listed. Most notable is the Gilman Scholarship. That's if you're Pell eligible. Each year we have a sizable amount of KIIS students that receive the Gilman Scholarship. In 2019, we had 19 students. If you're from a military family, there's also the Gilman McCain Scholarship. And if you're studying a critical need language, Gilman also has an additional $3,000 award for those who are in a program studying a critical need language. Two examples of those languages are Arabic and Japanese, and we do offer these respectively in our Morocco and Japan summer programs. A promotion that KIIS is running this year is the KIIS Go With a Friend and Save $50 promotion. For a student and their friend or friends, they can each save $50 when they apply and are accepted to study abroad in the same program. The Go With a Friend promotion can also be applied with the Apply Early incentive, so you can get up to a $150 discount just by those two scholarships. A lot of students ask about financial aid to pay for a program, and the answer is yes, you can use financial aid. In fact, we do recommend that's where you start by making an appointment with your financial aid office to learn about what options are available to you. There are a number of financial aid funds that can be applied to KIIS programs. Pell grants, as I've mentioned, for applying for a Gilman if you're Pell eligible. Perkins loan, Stafford loan, a PLUS loan, 529 college savings, AmeriCorps Service Education Awards, those are among some that can be applied. If you receive funds or awards that are eligible to be used towards study abroad, you can use them as payment for your program. For each individual, financial aid can be different, and you really want to start the financial process early so that one, your financial aid officer has time to work out your aid, and two, that you have time to plan and to save ahead for the funds that you need. If a summer program this summer may seem to be out of reach, start to consider what you can save if you plan to study abroad at a later time. You can perhaps cut back on some non-essential items or think about the savings you are currently making on events that you cannot attend. I know that a lot of concerts, movies, things like that, which you normally would be going to, are things that you currently can be saving money on. So if you're looking at saving funds over the next 8 to 10 months, that could make a winter program work, or use the next 12 to 14 months to make summer 2022 your goal to study abroad. We offer these programs each and every year, so we will have a program for when you are ready to study abroad. I think we have another poll coming up.
A 60-40 split. And just one thing that I did want to mention that wasn't mentioned earlier that I didn't mention was if you don't speak a foreign language, most KIIS programs are taught in English. So you do not have to speak the foreign language of the country you're going to. That said, KIIS definitely promotes the study of foreign languages. So if you do wish to study a foreign language like Arabic or German or Japanese or Spanish or French, we offer programs where you can do that, but you do have the choice.
Okay, a word on flight options. We have 60% that have traveled outside of the United States, 40 have not. So we realize that there's different abilities in terms of travel, so it's best to give you a choice on how to get to your program destination. So in most KIIS programs, we offer two flight options. You can either purchase your own flight to your KIIS program destination. We refer to that as option 1, independent flight. This option gives you the freedom to travel on your own schedule to arrive before the program starts or after the program ends. Some students choose to do this because they'll try to fit in some extra travel either before or after the program. Also, since you're purchasing your own flight, you can choose your own form of payment. For example, Some students may use credit card rewards or airline miles, or even their family members may donate reward miles to help lower the cost of their flight. The second option is for you to be on a group flight. We refer to that as option 2, group flight. This is KIIS purchases your flight to be part of a group flight. When you choose this option, your flight charge is billed to your KIIS account once we purchase the flight for the group. For summer programs, this charge is usually added in early April. This option is helpful if you're not familiar with booking flights, or if you prefer to keep your program and your flight billed together for financial reasons, or if you've not flown out of the US before. This option gives you the benefit of being able to fly together with other students and faculty to your program destination. That being said, there are a few programs that differ in that they may have a required group flight or they do not offer a group flight option. On the KIIS website, each program page includes details on the flight options for that specific program. If a group flight is offered, we also include an estimated group flight cost. The flight cost is estimated, it's a range, and until we actually book the flight and the charge is added to your account, it is kept as an estimate. We recommend that you read the flight page on the KIIS website, as that page also has some additional details to help you decide which flight option is best for you to choose. And one more poll. Next poll.
Whenever we start to discuss with students in terms of options for study abroad, one of the first questions, if not the first question, will be, what is your major? What are you studying? Kind of what are your academic professional goals? So it is encouraging to see that a lot of students, not surprisingly, choose academic subjects as the primary reason they want to study abroad. And I think I'm also not surprised that location for many students is the secondary reason. There could be many different reasons why location. It could be, a student who has, their grandparents are from Mexico, want to go to Mexico, or somebody, has family from Ireland or, Japan or what have you. So we, kind of heritage programs, we see that as well. And then some people just, of course, want to go to a certain location. KIIS offers a large number of programs to multiple continents, and there is something for you, and particularly if searching by academic subject, we have a large number of course offerings across really all the colleges within your university, or all the kind of departments within your university, or virtually all. Probably my favorite moment of the KIIS year is when we have the student orientation ahead of program departure. So it's usually 4 to 6 weeks before departure, and we'll be sitting with the faculty and the program directors looking at an audience of some 400-ish students and their parents or family members, friends, siblings, and you can just kind of, there's this palpable excitement, nervous energy, kind of that combination of butterflies and I can't wait to get abroad type of feeling. And I think that really nothing speaks to study abroad more than students who have been abroad and their ability to talk to other students about their experience. I mean, I can stand here, we know how exciting Zoom can be, and you might all already be half asleep for those who particularly have your screens on video, and I understand that entirely, no blame there. But I really want to welcome Sierra Battle, who is a University of Louisville student who recently went on the KIIS Tanzania program, and she's a nursing student, or was a nursing student at UofL. And there was just actually this wonderful write-up of her in a University of Louisville publication, and she's here today to talk to us about her experience and to give you some insights on the ground, what it's like to study abroad. And feel free, of course, to ask her any questions. So without further ado, Sierra, thank you so much for joining us, and please take it away.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, I just wanted to thank you guys first for having me share. I went to Tanzania through KIIS in 2018, the summer of 2018. And ever since then, I've been loving to share my story with students who are interested, both at my school, UofL, and at WKU. So thank you guys so much. And I'm just going to share quickly on 2 points. One, on why I chose KIIS as my study abroad program, and then two, how it kind of inspired my steps that I'm taking now for my future career. And so first, I chose KIIS because they ended up being like the total package of what I wanted for my study abroad experience. I actually was one of those students who knew they was going to study abroad even in high school. So I had done my research. I was looking my freshman year of college. I was at the study abroad fairs. I was talking to our international office and seeing all of my options that I had. And I actually had another program in mind that I wanted to go to that I thought I was set on. And this is how I know it was meant to be for me to go with KIIS, because that program did not have enough students to go to Tanzania. It was still a Tanzania program, but they did not have enough students to go. And so I kind of panicked for a little bit. And then I found out about KIIS, and KIIS Tanzania program had the major that I wanted. So as a nursing major, they had a nursing academic curriculum for me to take. It was over the summer as a nursing student. That fit perfectly for me because I didn't have the flexibility to go during the semester. And then just having the different options that were talked about earlier today, as in the group flights, all the financial resources that KIIS provided, everything kind of fell into place. And I knew that KIIS was what I wanted to do. So I decided to go with KIIS and Dr. Mkanta to Tanzania, and it was amazing. It was the best experience ever. I had very high expectations, and my experience surpassed all of them. I definitely would encourage anyone interested in KIIS in general to definitely apply for scholarships, which was talked about earlier, because they are out there. And that was a big part of me for being able to go, was finding the money to go and having that financial assistance. So I do encourage everyone to apply for scholarships because the experience there, wherever you go, is definitely worth it. I was not in my nursing program when I went to Tanzania. And so that was the first time I had any type of actual clinical experience being in the hospital. And that itself was a lot of things. It did make me very hesitant. I was very nervous for that to be my first time having actual like hands-on care with patients. But it was amazing being able to be pushed in the environment like that. Being abroad, it definitely changed my way of thinking when it came to patient care as a nurse, like thinking ahead, like how that would affect me as a nurse. And so I know that whichever major you guys are interested in or are wanting to go on in your programs to study abroad, I know that that experience is something that you can only get in a study abroad experience. And for me, mine came from KIIS. And so the second point is how KIIS has influenced my future decisions or career path. And I had graduated nursing school in December. And at the end of this month, I'm actually going back to Tanzania to work in a hospital for 6 months. And I'm so excited because I probably could have like maneuvered my way into this somehow because it's something that I wanted to do. But with the help of KIIS and Dr. Nkanta, he has helped me so much in just getting everything together for the trip, as far as reaching out to the hospital and getting that formalized for me, and helping with finding a family for a homestay. Um, and it just amazes me to think how experiences like this can open so many doors for you. And for me, being able to go to another country and provide nursing care and patient care is definitely something that I'm passionate about and something that I always wanted to do. and KIIS allowed me to take that first step, which I'll be doing next month. And so I'm so excited, and I hope that whichever program you all choose to go on, that you guys have that same experience. I know it'll be great. And if you guys have any questions in general, but even about if anyone is interested in Tanzania specifically, feel free to ask them now, or you can also get my contact information, and I'd be happy to share any more details or answer any questions you guys have.
Thank you so much, Sierra, and that is so wonderful to hear, and that you are going back. What an incredible experience. And Dr. Makanta, thank you so much too for helping to provide these kinds of experiences, as all our program directors and faculty try to do. I just wanted to add two things regarding students. If at any point you would like to speak with a student who's gone on a past program to get a feel for what it's like, not hearing from somebody like me or the faculty, but to hear from a student, you can always contact the KIIS office, and we would be happy to set that up for you through email or what have you. And also in Sierra's case, she mentioned that she kind of knew from day one, even when she was in high school, that she wanted to study abroad. And we definitely have a lot of students like that, and that's amazing. But we also have a lot of students on the other end of the spectrum who I think even, study abroad's not for me. I'm not the type who studies abroad, whatever exactly that might mean. And just so you know that if you are really wavering about study abroad, or you feel really uncertain whether this is something that you want to do, or maybe you're feeling some cultural pressure at home from whoever that this is not something that you should do. We have a lot of students who have gone through those types of dilemmas and concerns, and we can talk with you. We can provide you resources to help with that transition, to get to the point where you feel, what study abroad really is for me, and I really see how this would contribute to my academic and future career path. Even if you don't know what your career path will be, study abroad is a wonderful way of either putting you on a path, or sometimes getting you off the path that you're on, because you come to realize, I don't really like what I'm studying here, and I really want to do something entirely different. So both are options. But if you're interested, if you're on the fence, feel free to reach out. So we are going to do our final poll question, and then after that, give you the option to go into breakout sessions with faculty who are present here, who will talk about their particular programs, and you can ask kind of nuts and bolts questions. So while there's no guarantee that you will have the experience of a lifetime, I think in speaking for faculty who have taught with KIIS before, that it is something that we often hear from students, and it's, there's nothing that makes us feel better than when students say, this was an experience of a lifetime, or it, really helped transform my academic career, or it really helped transform the kind of person that I am or want to be. So we strive to create those great experiences, but of course, some of that lies with the student themselves and their ability to make that happen for themselves as well.